Hi, this is Rick, Vintage Cards. No, that doesn't sound right. This is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. That sounds better. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Well, I had a YouTuber. I wake up on West Coast time. He's on the East Coast and he's doing a live stream. And I wake up to his channel telling me that I should change my channel name because he doesn't like the word oddball when it comes to cards. Well, I'm not going to change my channel name for him. How I came up with oddball cards was when I was a kid, my dad would call Kellogg's cards oddball cards. When my mom would, pick the boxes of Kellogg's, and I would open them up and grab Kellogg's cards out of the box. And so he would call them oddball. And so over the years, I would call non-tops, Bowman cards oddball. And this particular person, YouTuber, is kind of offended about me calling cards oddball, like the cards have feelings to them. So people, there's people who they have their channel junk wax, or call cards in the 80s junk wax, or call something non-graded raw, or slabs, or this, that, and everything else. It's just a name, oddball. Okay, that's my channel name. So don't take everything so seriously. They're just cards, okay? So anyway, that's my little rant on that. I meant to do a part 2 for the cards I picked up at the National. My first video for the National was running so long, I basically cut it off, and then I was going to get back to doing another video about my pickups at the National, and I just never did it. So this is now a month and a half later, a few more National pickups. As you can see in the background, the great Willie Mays, and this is one of his most popular, the 53 Topps card, one of his most beautiful cards. And the reason was in my office here, and I brought it downstairs because I picked up a card from George Diamond Yard. And a little background on this card. George brought this particular card to the National a couple years ago, Atlantic City National, and was saying, hey, if you ever sell that card, I will purchase it. Because you can't have enough Willie Mays cards, especially 53 Topps cards. So he brought it to the National, and we made me trading a few things plus cash for this card. So I'd like to show it to you now. And it is a 1, and it should be a 1, but just a beautiful, beautiful card. And what's the most important for me is not so much the corners, but just the image, the color is fantastic on this card. And so thanks, George. Now, from another YouTuber, I picked up this 61 Topps Juan Marichal card. And this particular card, I do have it in the set, but I do not have one that was graded. And Don had brought a bunch of cards to sell, and this is just a beautiful example. Not my favorite card, I don't know. I just never was really a fan of the 61 cards, but heck, it's in front of me. I had to purchase it. So again, a beautiful, beautiful example. Fairly well centered. So those are two YouTubers, my friends, picked up cards. Now, this particular card, I picked it up at the National, but actually purchased it a week or two before the National, and the company, the auction company, emailed them to see if they could bring it to the National instead of mailing it, which they did. And what it is a 1921 American Caramel Thai Cobb. Now this is just spot on white, like right out of the pack, literally right out of the pack. I've never seen one this particular, I mean, literally everything about this card is just fantastic. You can see on the back here, it does have probably a caramel stain here, right there, and on the back, I mean, you can see a lot of these are totally, toned. It doesn't even look white to them, but I mean, this is just spot on beautiful. Now, it says minimum size, not met. Doesn't mean it was trimmed. If you stack up 100 of these, none of them are going to be the same size. So maybe it is slightly smaller than some others that measure. This one doesn't measure out, but heck, if I can save thousands of dollars, I'm all in on a minimum size card. So I picked this one up. Now, another Thai Cobb card, I've shown this one before, but it wasn't graded. I purchased it on eBay. I went to the National, PSA was there. I didn't have to wait too long in line to drop it off, maybe 15, 20 minutes. Right when they opened up, I turned it in. It was actually took more time to pick it up on Saturday than it did to drop it off, which is kind of crazy. But what it is 1922 W.M. Patterson. It's a Canadian issue and total beater, but these are so tough to find, especially the Cobb. Blank back. I had a YouTuber, and I think I know who told me this, but God, if I say the wrong name, I want to give him credit, but you talk to so many people, and somebody said, you know what? I think what this was these hole punches here. These were actually strings were put through these holes to be like some kind of binder. I was thinking, just like our typical binder we have nowadays. I say, God, how small can this binder be? But most likely, I think he's correct. There were strings here, and it was a bunch of cards, and the person made like a homemade album. So I thought, you know what? This is I have to, I have plenty of graded cards, but this was so flimsy and everything else that I thought it should be in a holder. Now, I do have, I'm staring at a box here I haven't opened up yet of an auction house win. Another auction house win. I have actually 2 videos coming up I haven't made yet to show you some cards, some cool. Let's see. Actually, both of them. I'm going to say both of them are oddball. Both of them are oddball cards. And hey, this is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Bye.